Book 136. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about my greatest masterpiece. That's right, my greatest masterpiece. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in a land which sat next to a very large lake, there stood a village within which a young girl lived. This young girl, who was one of my ancestors no less, had a very peculiar habit. Every day, without fail, she would wander about until she found a stone suitable for her purposes, and then she would begin to chip away at it with the tool she had. After several hours of diligent work, she would form it into a perfect cube and take it around the village, showing everyone she came across. At first, the other villagers would pretend they were impressed with her ability to do this, but deep down, none of them cared about her cube stones. Eventually, they all stopped pretending to care, and instead, they ignored the young girl every time she came around. Once this young girl had shown the villagers her cube stones, she would then go and toss them into the lake. The young girl did this day after day and year after year. She would find a stone, shape it into a cube, show it to the villagers, get ignored, and then toss it into the lake. One day, when the young girl became an old woman, she did that which she was known to do, but this time she told everyone that this particular cube stone would be the last stone she would ever shape. "Why is this your last stone?" the villagers asked, assuming the now old woman would shape stones until her death. "Because," the old woman replied, "with this last stone, I will complete my greatest masterpiece." Confusion overtook the villagers. "Masterpiece?" they repeated. "What do you mean your greatest masterpiece? You have made that same stone over and over for as long as we can remember." The old woman laughed. "Yes, I have made many cube stones over the course of many years, but I have not simply been making cube stones. I was working on my greatest masterpiece. My masterpiece is my life's work." The old woman then led the confused villagers to the very large lake, and as was her habit, she tossed in the stone. Then she said, "Swim out into the water and see my greatest masterpiece." Thinking the old woman had finally gone mad, the villagers swam out into the lake, dove down, and looked around. To their shock and amazement, they all saw 3 great pyramids made out of perfectly cubed stones. These pyramids mirrored the 3 great pyramids of Egypt. The old woman smiled as she watched those who ignored her works for her entire life become awestruck at what she had created. They had no idea that those cube stones would become the greatest masterpiece ever. And so, the morning motivation of today is my greatest masterpiece. Today, family, as you work on whatever it is that your greatest masterpiece may be, learn to expect to be ignored, hated on, and talked about. Indeed, people will judge you based off what they can see. If they cannot see the pyramid and they can only see a single stone, they will never honor you as one who has created a pyramid. This is not a fault of theirs. It is a fault of the human mind. For many, seeing is believing. So do not get discouraged and do not stop shaping your stones. Instead, remain consistent in the face of adversity. Do not give up on your masterpiece and go out and do good. If you would simply do this, you will definitely overcome in the end. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still alive to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.